Hey, what's going on, guys? Vintage714 here. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the Sabotage objective in particular. It's my first objective. I'm actually on a low difficulty, so we might not have the full Archaean ecosystem, so you won't really see what it's like for me to compete with like Smashers or Apexes, but the objective doesn't change. It's just how hard it may be to complete it due to resistance. So sometimes you might just get grunts anyway, if you're on critical or not. Sometimes you get literally 3 apexes. It is a lost cause to try and figure that out. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna find the objective. Okay, it's not in our immediate area. Due to my knowledge of the map, what we'll do is we'll cut across here. So that means it's probably over there. Yep.
Set the charges to get rid of the arc spines. Archaeans will be pissed, so
Now,
stand your ground.
normally what you would want to do is defend the area by putting down reinforcements and barricading your doors and stuff. But I can't really represent that because it's right out in the open. But for just example's sake, you're going to want to shut doors. You're going to want to close open walls first, and then also close up walls that are closest to you and your team. If you're playing in a team-based objective, you're not going to have 1 spine, but 2. So you'll want to double check that, and you'll want to see where your second spine is going to be. Like, I believe the second spine for this one is actually in this room. But you don't want to block off your view to the other one. So, like, for example, this would work if this was the only objective. But since there'd be an objective in here and then that one over there, we might want to keep this door open so that we can help out when they get in trouble. Because they're more likely to get in trouble being out in the open, having all these entry points that they may come from, and we've secured our building. We do not want to secure our teammate separate from us. But yeah, this is just an example area. Fortunately, we don't need it. Last time I made a video and we had this objective on this location in this spot, no one came. So let's see if that's fixed. It was my gridlock guide. I set up a bunch of gridlocks to defend the area, and no one showed up. Hey guys, Future Jacob here. I just wanted to make a note that the sprawl on the ground that's spreading, it's going to keep spreading. If you shoot it, it's going to just fill in that hole really easily, so don't waste your ammo or your focus on that. Just focus on the enemies, protecting yourself and the objective. If you really need to, wait until you have the react laser because your ammo is important to take out the enemies. You will see me shoot the sprawl right at the end to head towards my objective or extract, and that's like the only exception to that rule. So just, you know, keep that in mind. Take I believe it's 1:30 to collapse the objectives, and even in the crisis mode where you had to do like where you had to take out like 18 objectives with the canisters and you had to sit and protect them, that was also 1:30 each. So that seems to just be their universal decided amount of game time that should be spent doing an objective. Alright, so at this point, if they even were attacking, it wouldn't matter. I would just start leaving at this point. But the objective is over here.
Got the job done. Arc spines are fully eradicated in this subzone.
Some of the enemies that you don't want are actually the breachers and the exploder, the bloaters, because the bloaters gas will do damage over time to the objective, and breachers, you can blow them up on the objective and you'll feel more at fault than just not defending it from a bunch of grunts or something like that. You can also get ranged people like spikers, tormentors, apexes that will also fire in your direction and also towards the charge, which can also just be unfortunate. It is good if you're running a field wall or if someone on your team has a field wall. operators that are good for this, I've kind of represented. In the videos that I made, where I've just been like, I'll be using like Tachanka and I'll be like, oh good, a Sabotage. This is a good place for him. Anyone who is defensively orientated is a good choice for an objective like Sabotage, because you have an area and you need to defend it with your life. So Doc's good to sustain life, Gridlock's good to shut down the area, Tachanka's immobile on his turret that has a lot of ammo, low recoil, high damage. Smoke's grenades will completely render that area protected because it'll be coated in smoke for 10 seconds per smoke, up to 4 or 5 times or whatever it is. Ella's good for stunning enemies who are crowding you or crowding the objective. Sophia's good for doing the same thing but a bit more portable. Capital may be a good choice because he can have more smokes than smoke can smoke. So there's a lot of choices. It's very diverse for defensive options. Someone like IQ is actually the least effective choice because her gadget doesn't participate to this objective at all, except for maybe finding it, but you shouldn't have any trouble finding the objective in 10 minutes. There's only so much map to cover. But yeah, that pretty much covers it. There's not too much to talk about. Each objective is like a 3-minute segment in a map that'll take you like 15 minutes to run through. So, you know, there's not too much to talk about. It's not like it's a 15-minute video to make. So, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Comment down below what you think of Rainbow Six Extraction and what you think it should do to probably keep its player count up, because it's kind of dying.